What's going on, YouTube? Zonk Cat here. What's going on, my kittens? Today's video is going to be about Eric Swalwell. Now, let me grab my cheat sheet here. It's actually the internet. Everybody cheats on the internet. Okay, Eric Michael Swalwell Jr. Can't imagine that dude's a junior of any kind. But he is an American politician from California, U.S. Representative, California's 15th Congressional District, and he covers most of eastern Alameda County and part of central Contra Costa County. He is a member of the Democratic Party. Yeah, no shit. Get. Total twat. Education, University of Maryland Law School, University of Maryland, Campbell University, Dublin High School, University of Maryland, Baltimore. You can find all this crap out online, like I just did. Notably, this is the dumb shit who, I think it was, a year ago, 6 months to a year ago, who said that if you don't hand in all your guns, well, we're the ones with the nukes, and we can use them. Yeah, that's the dumb shit that said that. That's Eric Swalwell. Well, his newest and stupidest plan is that if us, as his gun owners, do not hand in all of our assault rifles, our evil mass-killing assault rifles, if we do not hand them in, we will be subject to instant arrest. Yeah, so overnight, we're all going to be felons. Ain't that just lovely? So we're all going to be instant felons in the eyes of the federal government should this total moron, as a U.S. representative, I don't see how he's a representative, to tell you the truth. He's not representing me, of course not. He's not representing you, the listener. He's not representing anybody but his own devices, and he's just trying to basically claim victimhood. Oh, well, I guess in his defense, he's saying, oh, I'm representing the mass majority of gun victims out there. No, you're not. I'm just going to tell you that now. You're not. You're not representing a lot of us. No. Because this is all these people do. They just, say one thing and then say another, and then, try and say that they're for the people and for, wanting to. They just, it's all a power bid. That's all it is. It's a power bid. They don't want nothing else. They just want power, and if they don't get it, they get all pissy and bent out of shape about it. I think it's funny, personally. But you can't underestimate a dumb shit like Swalwell. I mean, you really can't. I mean, look at Ocasio-Cortez. People freaking underestimated her dumbass, and look at where she's sitting. Yeah, I remember talking to a couple of Republicans when she was running for Congress. What they said was funny. I mean, it really was funny, but problem is that she ended up being a congresswoman. Swalwell he's so small and insignificant and insecure and looks like a complete dick with ears, he could make a big splash, just like AOC did. Ugh, God, the thought. But what I'm saying is that people like this should be called out for what they are. They are not Americans. For real. There are immigrants out there who are more American than they are. And that's messed up. There are some who have immigrated from Mexico, have complete and total Mexican backgrounds that are way more American than this dude is. And you know, that's really messed up to say. When you grow up in this country, and obviously he grew up with a silver spoon shoved up his ass, because he has, you know, the rich person background. He's able to afford to, able to go to decent colleges and shit. And now he's a representative of the House, sort of. I don't find him to be a representative of anything, to tell you the truth. But needless to say, he is a representative. Ugh, I hate saying that word when it coincides with him. It just doesn't feel right. So, when thinking about taking our guns, that's what the whole deal is. When somebody's saying, oh, I want to take your guns, I want to take your guns, whoops. What is he saying? He's saying is that we have to create a law that if people do not pay attention to this law, then we have to have them arrested. And that's really not good when you think about it. I wonder who else would have said something just like it. Actually, somebody did. It's called Adolf Hitler. Joseph Stalin. They all said the exact same things. Give us all your guns, your weapons, or we're going to send the Gestapo and the KGB in to come get you. Swalwell is suggesting the exact same shit. Except he's doing it under the guise of protecting the public. Well, here's the thing. It's not going to happen. There are massive amounts of guns sold in the U.S. Not just small amounts, massive amounts of guns. To try and get rid of every single one of them and say people don't pay attention to your bullshit, you are going to have to arrest quite literally 3/4 of this country. Welcome to being Joseph Stalin. You are not going to be extremely popular among anyone, Democrat nor Republican. And if you think you're going to last very long in the presidency doing that kind of shit, arresting 2/3 of the population, you're out your fucking nut. So, what do you think your next move is going to be? Do you think you're going to... Do you think you're actually going to be able to accomplish what you're setting out to do? Or do you think that this is just some sort of pipe dream? Oops. Personally, although I don't really take him seriously, you gotta take idiots like this kind of serious. Because if you don't, you're gonna make the huge mistake, and then eventually, somewhere down the line, this dude's gonna get some sort of power, or this dude's gonna end up with a friend in the White House with power, and this guy is just going to mow over the Constitution, just completely destroy you. So if I were you, I would pay attention to this little prick, and I mean that with all. The little prick. So take this as a threat, as a literal threat, because this is what it is. He is a threat, and we have to deal with threats like this legally, but we have to deal with them. So if I were you, I would figure out how to get this person out of office in a very short amount of time, because just like AOC and Bernie Sanders and all the other gits, they're all threats to our Second Amendment. And I'll leave you with this. The reason why I don't like this swalwell shitbag. He also said that the Second Amendment is not an all-out right. That's dangerous. And not just to us Second Amendment advocates, but it's also extremely dangerous to anyone who believes in the U.S. Constitution and the Bill of Rights. And that's most of the country, including the identitarian left, because without the Constitution and the Bill of Rights, these tweakers wouldn't be able to say half the shit that comes out of their mouths, including against the president, against everybody for that matter who doesn't align with their neo-Nazi ideal. The belief that anybody who is a Republican is instantly a Nazi. So this guy says that the Second Amendment is not an absolute right. I beg to differ. In fact, I don't beg. I know. You are not an American. You are not. If you go down this road of doing this kind of crap, you are not an American. Flat out. To tell you the truth, you seriously need to be censored. Well, that's all I have on this douchebag. Call up Eric Swalwell. Write him a letter. Tell him exactly how you feel. Be nice. Don't be evil. Be nice. Tell him exactly how you feel about your Second Amendment rights and how you feel about him stepping and stomping all over them. Tell him exactly how you feel about being locked up and thrown in jail just because you happen to have that completely legal firearm. Tell them how you feel about being labeled a felon just because he doesn't like your politics. He doesn't like your guns. Alright guys, be safe. Say a prayer for our troops, our veterans. Later.